In the words of Julia Roberts in the 19th classic Pretty Woman, big mistake. Big. Huge. Want to know what my almighty cock-up was? Listen on. Hello and welcome to the Everyday Storyteller. I'm your host, Hilary Solzman, and I'm fuming. A couple of months back, on this very show, I waxed lyrical about all the reasons it's best to avoid asking your family their opinion on your story, or indeed anything to do with your business for that matter. I had a brain fart, forgot my own rules, and stupidly asked my mum to take a look at the first few chapters of my draft storytelling self-help guide, The Roar of Her Story. It was a disaster. Honestly, I don't know what I expected. Was this my inner child reaching out for mummy's validation? Maybe. I don't need it, but a pat on the back never goes amiss, right? Did I want her to finally understand in a flash of inspiration what it is that I actually do and that people do take me seriously for my expertise, even if she doesn't? Too right I did. But why? She's not going to buy the book. She's not even going to grow as a person from consuming all the goodness within it. She's not going to grow so confident in her voice she starts bursting out of the seams to tell her story and make a massive success of her business. No, she's a 73-year-old woman who likes to knit, bake and listen to the Archers. She couldn't be further from my dream client. Although, if you do enjoy any of those things, please don't feel I'm abandoning you. You can still do all of them and want to be a business storyteller. Just not my mum. For those of you that need to hear it, and I'm including myself here, nothing good ever comes from asking friends and family for business advice. Unless, of course, they're really well positioned to do so. Maybe they fit the criteria of your ideal client. But even then, I would proceed with caution, as they're likely to be too emotionally invested in you and your well-being to be able to give a wholly subjective view. So what can you do instead? Well, I don't know all the answers, but this is what I decided to do. Firstly, I found an expert to review my work and let me know if I was heading in the right direction. In my case, I used Steph Caswell, who helps non-fiction authors get their ideas off the ground, and a lovely lady called Jessica Brown, who is a whiz at helping nail book proposals. Their contact details are in the show notes. Depending on what you're doing, you might need to find a coach, a copywriter, a customer maybe. For example, if you're wanting objective feedback on your brand story, ask someone whose job it is to create brand stories, and then get a customer to tell you how well it sits with them. Secondly, I have hand-selected a group of people who I respect the opinion of to beta read my book when it's finished. They are all people who could potentially be customers and or consumers of the book, and whose feedback will be real. You may not be writing a book right now, but what about getting together a group of similar businesswomen and chatting through your thoughts? Or head to your socials to see who regularly contributes to your content and see if you can jump on a Zoom with them. And finally, when my book does come out, shout out to any independent publishers listening, woohoo, I'm here, I've already decided Mum can just go and get it from the bookshop like everyone else. She's unlikely to read it, having already complained about my use of the F word 3 times in it, so she may as well be contributing to my bottom line. P.S. I actually love my mum very much, but as they say, never mix business with pleasure, or boomer opinions with a fresh take on feminism and gender equality. Thanks for listening.